Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, we've got news out of Onslow County where a community garden is coming together. Looking really good there. Now, 16 new garden beds will soon be filled with fresh produce for Onslow County residents to enjoy. Yesterday, volunteers braved the rain to build the gardens on Cheney Avenue. Detective Alexis Mullen with the Onslow County Sheriff's Office came out to help and wants the public to know these gardens are for everyone. She said, quote, "The whole purpose of this is not for you to have to fill out a form or meet certain requirements. It's more so that if you need it and you need to feed your family, you can come out here and get food," end quote. Now, last year, United Way of Onslow County installed 6 garden beds. The food from those beds went to the Healthy Opportunities pilot program. Now, these additional garden beds will give everyone a chance to enjoy fresh food. Now, Raquel Painter, the president of United Way of Onslow County, said, quote, "This is going to be our first year doing this. Last year, we produced food, but that really went to the Healthy Opportunities pilot program. So it went directly to children in their homes. This year, it will be open to the public," end quote. Now, Painter says she hopes to see these gardens expand into areas that don't have easy access to fresh food, so more people can see the benefits of community gardening. Detective Mullen said her biggest concern is that wildlife could come by and take advantage of the fresh produce. And that is a problem that all gardeners have, is what to do with the natural wildlife. Hopefully they don't have too much of an issue. And again, those garden beds going in looking good, and that looks like some rich, dark soil. Now let's talk about the ongoing search for the thieves who stole from the Lowe. NBC's Ralph Sanchez has more on the recent arrests and the search for the missing treasures.
Authorities here in France overnight announcing 5 new arrests in the Louvre jewel heist case. That means there is now a total of 7 people in custody. Of those arrested last night, they say DNA links one of them directly to the crime scene here. So at this point, authorities believe that they have arrested 3 out of the 4 thieves who directly took part in the crime itself. But at this stage, they still have not recovered those stolen treasures. Prosecutors announcing charges against 2 of the suspects. They are facing charges of organized theft and conspiracy that could carry 15 years in prison. They are saying that those 2 have partially admitted their involvement in the crime, but they're saying that these are pretty minimal confessions and that what they were told by these detained suspects did not lead to these new arrests overnight. Instead, they say they are using a combination of DNA, electronics, surveillance to track these down as this massive manhunt and the search for the jewels continues. Ralph Sanchez, NBC News, Paris.
Thank you very much, Raf, for that report. We now turn to your weather forecast, keeping the theme of sunny skies going over the next several days. It's certainly nice to say. It's even nicer to get out there and enjoy. If you haven't done so yet, go out and grab some sunshine. It's feeling really nice outside, and that sunshine will be sticking with us over the next several days. The mountains are going to do a very good job of stopping all of that cloud cover you're seeing back towards Kentucky, Tennessee, and even western Virginia. All of that cloud cover will not make it over the mountains. We again are looking at very dry conditions and sunny skies here in eastern North Carolina for at least the next few days, something we haven't been able to say so far this week. It's been a gray and dreary week right now. Again, breaking out of those clouds certainly feels good. We do still have, again, a few spot showers rolling by the Outer Banks along with mainland Dare County. Still can't completely call it a dry day, but inland areas certainly enjoying the sunshine. 66 degrees right now in Greenville. West-southwesterly wind at 9 miles an hour. And there you can see the blue overhead. It is extensive, and it will be with us throughout your rest of your Thursday today, all of your Friday, all of your Saturday, and just about all of your Sunday as well. Sunday afternoon, we will see a little bit more cloud cover return to the area because late Sunday night we're actually going to be tracking a round of showers that'll be rolling through the east. Washington right now 68 degrees, southwesterly wind 15 miles an hour. Again, beautiful day to be out on the water no matter where you are in eastern North Carolina. There's a lot of opportunities to get out on the water, and well, here's a look at those air temperatures, mid to upper 60s throughout most of the east. Now, those of you watching in mainland Dare County, the Stumpy Point reading, I'm not believing that one. Now, 71 in Elizabeth City and Plymouth and 72 in Edenton and Swan Quarter. Believe that, absolutely, especially with Ahoskie and Williamston, both at 67 degrees. Those are all within kind of the same ballpark, but 77 degrees in Stumpy Point. Feels like somebody is out there with a hairdryer warming up our thermometer and making it a little bit of an outlier right now. But most of the east, again, generally in the mid to upper 60s. A few of us sneaking into the low 70s. That'll happen when you've got west-southwesterly winds blowing in at about 7 to 15 miles an hour and sunny skies. It's that combo of the two that usually lead to the warmer weather. So for the rest of this afternoon, air temps again are going to be holding it where they're at for at least the next hour or two. And then we'll start to see those air temperatures come down a bit as we head towards 5, 6, and 7 p.m. In fact, by 7, we're going to be in the upper 50s. From the time we get to around, I would say, 2 to 3 a.m., we're going to be in the upper 40s, and we'll likely be there early tomorrow morning, mid to upper 40s, that is. By the time we reach noon tomorrow, going to be approaching the 60-degree mark, but that should tip you off that tomorrow, not quite as warm of a day as what we're going to experience today. West-northwesterly winds, more of the norm versus west-southwesterly winds. That southerly direction, again, really has an impact on how warm we get. And tomorrow we lose out on it, which is why tomorrow we're going to be a bit cooler. Now, of course, your trick-or-treat forecast, that's what everybody wants to know as far as tomorrow goes. Like, yeah, it's nice, we got sunshine during the day, but what's it going to be like when we're out trying to collect some candy? And trick-or-treat forecast calls for 55-degree air temps. Again, get ready. If you're planning on staying out late, make sure you go with a jacket or something to keep you warm, maybe some hand warmers in your pockets. It will be chilly out there by the time we get to around 8, 9, and 10 o'clock for your Friday evening. Now, I know most people probably aren't still trick-or-treating by the time we get to 10. Bowls are empty and bags are gone, but for those of you who do want to maybe stay out late, maybe you've got a Halloween party to go to, do note, again, it will get colder than 55. 55 is just kind of our general average for trick-or-treaters. Here's what we've got over the entirety of the southeast. High pressure rolling in, and of course the cold front that rolled through earlier this morning is now carrying Melissa out into the northern Atlantic. That'll be a process that plays out over the next 2 to 3 days. And then on Saturday, high pressure down to our south will encourage more of a west to southwesterly breeze. May see a little bit of warmth there Saturday afternoon, but overall, I'd anticipate more of the mid-60s with sunny weather. Now, that area of low pressure back towards really Lake Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois, that is the system that will be bringing rain back to the east coming up late Sunday evening, more so into Monday morning and really throughout Monday. We'll see some of those showers even linger into Tuesday. After that, we dry out again for the following Wednesday, Thursday, and potentially Friday. Right now, got just a 10% chance of rain there for that following Friday. Overall, I wouldn't put too much stock into that, at least at this point in the game. Well, that's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday.